Hello, folks, and welcome to your very own Tech and More. Hope you guys are doing awesome. So, this is another video of the playlist that is top Java programming questions for your automation testing interviews or software engineering interviews in general. So, if you haven't watched our previous videos, I would suggest that you do because we have been discussing different programming problems. I basically start with a programming problem, give you the gist about the problem, uh, talk about the algorithm, the step-by-step thing, and then go to the code, right? So if you have a look at all these videos, you're going to somehow develop the understanding of how to approach a problem in any programmatic language for that matter, and how to write down the algorithm and then the code for it, right? So, and yes, if you want me to create a video on any specific Java program or any specific programming question, feel free to ping me or comment. So let's start with today's problem, that is write down a Java program to calculate the count of capitalized words in a string. What does it mean? As an example, let me write down a string for you, and the string will be, let's say, I am tech and more, right? So if you notice, the count of words here is 5. And the question says that calculate the number of words which start with the capital letter. Again, the program says calculate the number of words whose uh, whose first letter is capital. For for example, in this particular case, there are 5 words. I am taken more. All the 5 words, the first letter is capital. So the count is going to be 5. The count is going to be 5. Now, uh, if let's suppose for the word and I make it small, then the count is then going to be 4. I'm sorry, 4. Because now I see only 4 words have the first letter as capital and one word, the first letter is small, right? And so on. So basically, you have to write down a program in order to sort of achieve this particular thing. Now, going to the algorithm before going to the code, if you think about it from a perspective, what you need to do is you first need to declare a string, as in we are doing in step number 1. Then in step number 2, you have to iterate through the string as you would do manually as well. You have to go through each and every character of the string, right? Character by character. Then there's a method which is char at, right? Using this, you have to basically uh, ask Java to iterate through all the characters in the string. We are already doing that. And then check whether the character that you're iterating through, is it greater than capital A and less than capital Z or Z? Again, the characters which are in the string, when you're iterating through them, you have to ask Java to check whether the character which is being iterated through, is it greater than capital A, or is it less than capital Z, right? And wherever this condition follows, that is the character that you're iterating through, if it falls between capital A and capital Z, then in that case you have to go and increase the count of the variable. Let's say count or compute, we are going to declare another variable of type integer that is going to sort of calculate the number of times this condition is fulfilled. That is condition number 3. So every time the condition number 3 is fulfilled, go and increase the count by 1, as in step number 4, right? And then finally in step number 5, print the final count. Okay. And now you might question that, okay, how would Java know that if this particular iterated character is greater than capital A or small than capital Z? This is something we'll see in the program. Cool. So I'm going to go through rather enter the line one by one. So first of all, let me go to the document. I have this code here, so you need not worry about writing it down. I always share this particular programs or the code in the video description, so need not worry about it. Okay, so as I was saying, first of all, I am going to, and please do not focus on the entire code at one go. I am pasting code from here because you will have this document, but just focus on what I am entering one by one. Cool. So first of all, I'm going to declare a string, which is I am taken more in this case. Then I will not declare the count character or sorry, the count variable for now, because we will keep on declaring things as we require them. No, I am going to use the for loop now for the time being. So let me go ahead and let me just copy this loop, right? So what is this loop doing? It is basically starting from 0, iterating through the entire string, that is str, and then of course increasing the count one by one, right? And then it says that if if the string that you're using, sorry, just give me a second. Then it says if the string that you're using, if the character or if that particular character which is in the string, if it is greater than capital A, it's in single commas, and if it is less than capital Z, then in that particular situation, you go and basically increase the count by one. Uh, just a second. Cool. Yes, some syntactical error. Again, in line number 16, it says that whenever you find a character which is typed here, right? And whenever this character is falling between capital A to capital Z, and how do you do it in Java using this line number 16? This is the syntactical thing. There is no per se logic behind it that why is it written in single characters and all. This is how the syntax works, right? So it says whenever this condition is fulfilled, you have to increase the count. You have to increase the count. Now, how do you increase the count? How do you do it? First of all, you will have to declare an integer, that is integer uh, count equals to, okay. And you know what? I'm going to, my bad, I'm going to start it with 0. And now I'm going to, first of all, go and increase it by 1 or plus plus every time this particular condition is fulfilled. So now this condition is fulfilled. Sounds good. Now, of course, if this is fulfilled, I have to print it somewhere. So I am going to use system.out.println and then basically just print this particular variable, right? So let me go ahead and let me print or play this particular run this particular program to be a little more technical and see what the result is. The result is 5. Let's go and check. In this particular string, which is highlighted on the screen right now, there are 5 words, and all the 5 words, the first letter is capital. So our whatever we were looking for is true, and the program is working as expected. Now I'm going to make some modifications. Let's say if I make the capital A to small a, and if I make another capital A to small a, then what happens? What should be the result? The result should be 3, because now there are only 3 words. I is considered as one word, tech is considered as one word, and more is considered as one word. So all these 3 words, that is I, tech, more. These words, the first letter is capital, rest all are small. So that is why we have to count the number of words for which the first character is that of a capital one. So in this case, the count is 3, right? So yeah, I think this solves the problem. We spoke about the programming problem, we spoke about the concept, we spoke about the algorithm, and then we coded it. Now, I am going to create more videos, talk about more programming problems. But for now, if you have any questions or any queries, please feel free to ping me at any point of time, and I'll be more than happy to help. Right? So yeah, thank you so much for watching the video, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.